it would be great if we make it participative so that we all benefit, we are all contributive and involved. All right, more faces we can see, better it would be. All right, perfect. So I'll just lay out the format for all of you guys. So we are going to be discussing about Kumbhak. We are going to be discussing about Kumbhak therapy. We are going to be discussing about diabetes, various reasons why we have it, and so on. And we are going to talk about a very, very new perspective of looking at health. We are going to be talking about something. Um, it hopefully would intrigue you. It hopefully would excite you. And we are going to be sharing a lot of stories with you. And there is a program towards the end, which we'll be discussing. And our program is a structured program to help individuals come out of diabetes. We have been very successful with it. Just to give a little bit of a background, with diabetes, we have so far run as many as 33 batches, and there have been thousands of people who have participated in different batches and have gained not just from diabetes, but weight reduction and different kind of chronic issues and whatnot. So it has been extremely beneficial for a lot of people. So I'm sure the next few minutes and maybe a little over an hour would be very gainful for all of us. So before we begin, I want to throw out a small little poll to you guys till the point we wait for more people to join in. So there is a small little poll for you guys just to try and understand what we are looking from for this webinar and different kinds of chronic conditions that we are suffering from. So if you can take a little bit of time out and fill in that or give your response to that poll, that would be great. So is there anybody who is not able to hear us? So in case audio is an issue, please make sure that you have tapped on to call over internet. Okay, so only 4 of you have responded so far. So we are waiting for more responses, please. As we respond to the polls, we'll begin the session. So my name is Ayush. I'm your host today. I'm one of the co-founders of Yellow Squash. Before we begin, we start talking about Kumbhak therapy. I just wanted to take this opportunity to share with you what Yellow Squash is and basically what we are trying to do here. So as we know that there are many chronic conditions, especially because of these times, we come and learn more and more about different kinds of health challenges that we face and how in many different ways it can affect us. So Yellow Squash is born out of the need that modern medicine or allopathy may not be answer for all kinds of chronic conditions and different kinds of health challenges. But there are solutions in many different alternate therapies and many methodologies. But the challenge is how do you identify the right therapy and the right approach for you guys for the kind of challenges and the unique bodies that you have. So which is why we have this effort called Yellow Squash, which is an aggregation platform for different chronic conditions and therapies. And we conduct these webinars to explain and inform people about various methodologies which can work with them. So today we are going to be talking about diabetes and Kumbhak therapy. So it has been, this approach has been extremely effective for hormonal imbalances. So we run several programs with Kumbhak. So there are as many as 34 batches. This would be the 34th batch, which has been planned and which has been executed for diabetes specifically through Kumbhak therapy, has been extremely effective. So we have seen as much as, the efficacy rate has been 78%. We'll talk more about it as we go along. So there are a lot of wonderful experiences that people have shared with us. So I'm going to play a small little video with you guys so that we draw a little bit of a connectivity with how people have experienced Kumbhak therapy so far. So just bear with me. I'll play a small little video, and they'll just build the perspective of what we are talking about. Beginning of the year. And just jumping into the program because I wanted to get rid of this 10 years now being in the having had certain values, and I must say the
the whole process for me is the beginning was, or the excuse was to do something with my diabetes, but actually I'm much more alive, and I am already a yoga teacher, but I've never come across about something similar to be able to regenerate in such a way and revive yourself. So even at times when, especially the diabetic process gets you into a moment where you are tired and sloppy, you don't have energy and so on. And doing these practices regularly, and at the beginning it's a commitment. Maybe you take a little bit more time, but it's normal. If you learn something, it takes some more time, and then it accelerates actually. So that the 15, 20 minutes you spend in the morning and 10 minutes in the evening are life-changing. And this is a time we all can invest. And my values got so much better to normal. So I must say this whole process will never leave my life. And we are now building it up in Europe because it is not known over here to such a dimension. And I can only invite everybody of you who is struggling to some extent with these metabolic dysfunctions, it is possible to reorganize your whole system. And the quality of your life will change dramatically. So the purpose, that we are here for, we live for something, especially to enjoy life and be creative, is so much enhanced through this.
Hello friends, I am Avinash Kanitkar from Batch 26. As all of you are aware, after Pranashakti diagnosis, all of us were given customized individual practice to follow. However, I was not following this regularly. But after our follow-up session on 25th December and further explanation from Navneet ji sir, I started following it more religiously from 1st of January. And what I observed is that in first week itself, my average sugar levels have come down to around 144 and 133. And now I will be starting reduction in medication and observe the results. Thank you.
Well, I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful to the God that by chance I came across your FB post. Immediately I got attracted to this and I joined your course and enrolled myself after going through the webinar and started very rigorously and religiously practicing the Kumbhak therapy that you taught. I want to share my typical experiences in the last 1 week, what I have noticed. A C-form transformation has happened within myself. I had very poor digestion. From second day onwards, my hunger level has shot up like anything. Earlier, when I used to have food, up to 5-6 hours, there used to be heaviness in my stomach. I used to feel it is full, there is no space, and I used to feel very like a bloating type or heaviness. Now, after 2 hours of my meal, I feel there is so much of space within my tummy that I can have more. I'm getting tremendous hunger things. It is not hunger pangs as such, but I feel very hungry, energetic. I feel there is always a scope for me to have some kind of meal. Second, earlier I used to sleep in this thing. I used to have a sound sleep, but at least once in the midnight I used to get up for urination. But third day onwards, अभी I am sleeping. वो बोलते हैं ना जैसा घोड़े बेच के सो रहे. I am not getting even once also during the night. सुबह मेरे को अलार्म होते ही मैं उठ रहा हूँ. That time only I am going for urination. I had wonderful sleep. It's the sleep of my lifetime I am having. So very thankful. Within 6 days of practicing this is the kind of results what I am getting. So I am very sure, very confident that I will come out of this because of your program, because of this therapy taught by Raju ji sir. Thank you very much. This should reach. So thank you so much.
I did this Kumbhak lot that I love.
I can say it's a totally normal. I am in the customization stage. And after Kumbhak, my HbA1c was from 10.7 to 6.3. My medication, I was taking the medicine. It was almost one course, and insulin was from 30 to 20. That I already told to you. And now after doing this 9 days sadhana with Rajivji, I understand that life is not a tension. Life is a pleasure. So many aspects of the universe Rajivji has decoded. And I tell to everybody that everybody should go for the Kumbhak to have a peaceful life, healthy life, and wealthy life.
Thank you for patience, for not just listening on to the stories that people had to share through Kumbhak therapy, but also allowing us a little bit of time so that we can, people can settle down and everything, and we can begin. So just one small little request. Since we are having a very small participative group, you can we would request you to be very very participative. Keep asking your questions, putting down whatever comes to your mind in the group chat or wherever. We will unmute you in a short span, and that is when we'll become very very interactive, and we'll answer each and every single one of your questions. So one common theme which comes out of experiences that people were sharing was that they have become much more lively and accepting about life. It's not just the disease, but the positive attitude towards life itself. So, what is this wonder called Kumbhak? What is this wonder called Kumbhak therapy, and how can it open doors for us towards a new life? So, about this, to understand all of this, I would want to welcome Mr. Navneet Kapoor, and he would be guiding us further. We would be having an experience with Kumbhak Kriya as well, and we would be taking up all your questions. So please stay tuned, and over to you, Navneet, sir.
Namaskar, good morning, though it's good evening for over here. So there are many people in the webinar who might be patients of this problem called diabetes. So what are we here for? We want to turn people from patients to participants, not participants of life. So if others can also put on their cameras, it will be wonderful, because it is so much better to talk to a face, to another person, rather than a black screen. It doesn't matter what is your background, what is happening in your background, if you're looking sleepy, half awake, or something else is happening. So it'll be wonderful if others can put on the cameras. So we will proceed ahead. So far, we have been looking at diabetes from a very, very, if I may use the term, modern medical perspective. Okay, it means just looking at sugar levels, and in certain places only fasting sugar levels. There is also now post meals levels are not considered, and the whole exercise, the whole process is to bring down the sugar levels. So we need to really see if these sugar levels are 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 the only way to look at diabetes, and also is there something beyond that. So we are going to explore a perspective which is where, if you're looking for a way out of diabetes, I'm assuming most of you would have tried medicines, whether it is insulin plus other medications, or some of you might have also tried, exercise or burning your carbs. You might have even tried diet plans, various diet plans to bring sugar levels down. In most cases, you would have realized that while they bring the sugar levels down, but they don't necessarily help you come out of, not necessarily, it's a fact, none of these help come out of the diabetic condition. Now, we need to even look at what is so-called diabetic condition in a slightly different manner, which is not related to the, if I may say, the rooms of so-called logic and as we know it in terms of medical research, as we know it in terms of medical understanding of diabetes. Okay? So also, many of you might be wondering what this Kumbhak is. I'm pretty sure many people would have also tried something like yoga, and they might be thinking, oh, is it similar to that? Is it like pranayama? So it is none of that. And so let's explore something today. Let's explore something, a new way of looking at things, unbiased way of looking at things. And for that, I would like to invite Swami Rajvibhu, or Rajiv Ranjan, as he's also commonly known. Now, Rajiv is at one level is like uh, a human being like you and me, but at another level, he has he has striven to look beyond what is there, and he has in the process, he has opened within himself certain aspects which allow him to understand human mechanics, okay, and even decode diseases as to why a disease happens and what is the way out of disease, okay. uh, he has helped many people in conditions ranging from people going in for kidney transplant to people going in for for cancer, etc., and they've benefited. Now, for the last year and a half, we have been running online classes for various conditions, and diabetes, reversing diabetes is something that has really picked up over here. And many of you might be surprised to even hear the term reversing diabetes. Is it possible? How can you possibly reverse something that even the biggest organizations or bodies claim it cannot be reversed? So I will stop over here, and I will invite Rajiv to take us through this journey of how it is possible to come out of a chronic ailment like diabetes. Just give me a moment, please.
So am I audible? Am I audible to you people? I can't see many faces, so I don't know what are they doing behind the screen. But we will do a few experiments here. I would like to open up a different dimension of understanding in you. Because see, unless and until you think out of the box, at present in the modern medical terminology or vocabulary, there is nothing called diabetes reversal. So we need to see a completely different perspective. We need to see diabetes from a completely different perspective. So now what I will be trying to do, we will do some experiments here. I hope you do it behind your blank screen, which I am looking at, because then only you will get it clear within yourself that this is what we are trying to do. Also, I'll be going in a way, I'll tell you a little story of human being, okay? So I'll tell you a little story of human being, and I'll tell you a perspective of diabetes which is otherwise not emphasized at this moment to that extent. At present, diabetes is your high glucose level in your blood. No, that is not diabetes. That is not diabetes. So diabetes basically is your energy production ecosystem which is in your body has become weak. And is it genetic? It can be transferred genetically, but 500 years back we didn't have any diabetic person in the world. Although in India the diagnosis of diabetes has been happening for thousands of years. So we didn't have many diabetic people. There were very few 500 years back, almost hardly known. Now we are the generation which has come after that 500-year-old generation. So They didn't have diabetes, but we have diabetes. That means we have grown it in ourselves. It is not, now we are genetically transferring it to our kids. That is a different question. So I'll tell you a little story about how this human being grows up, and can you really change the involuntary aspect of this human being. So even if you think diabetes as pancreas gone weak, but pancreatic function is not under your voluntary control. So can it be done voluntarily? Can you impact your pancreas voluntarily and increase its efficiency, efficacy, or functionality? Can we do it? This is what we are endeavoring towards. And I'll, of course, will introduce Kumbhak. If we have also shared some videos in the group. If you have watched the video, you might have a little idea about what Kumbhak is. So let's start. When you were born, you were 2.5 kgs or 2 kg, approximately 2 to 2.5 kg, around that weight, isn't it? And then you start growing. Till 21 years of age, you grow and become, then the limit comes. So, till 21 years of age, your genetics limit your growth or address your growth. Genetics is the limiting factor. How tall you are depends on two factors, one environmental and the other genetic. So genetic is a limiting factor, environment is also a limiting factor. So you see an African much taller and an Indian much shorter, isn't it? So environment and genetics play a role as a limiting factor, right? So this is also driven by individual effort. This capacity of this organism is also driven by individual effort making. So let's understand this a little. Individual, you would have seen within you also. At present, can you run 5 kilometers at a stretch? No, it is difficult. But if you make the right effort, in 3 months' time, you will be able to easily run. Most of the people will be able to run for 5 kilometers. That means you build the capacity of this system, although it was limited by environmental and genetic factor. You still can develop capacity of this body, and in many other ways also. So this capacity can also be accumulated through generations. So if you build a capacity of using your hands to weave clothes, beautiful clothes, then this capacity of weaving beautiful clothes can also be accumulated through generations. So this is how skill also gets transformed. In India, we did a huge experiment in this area, and for millennia, India was a place where everybody wanted to go. Now, most probably it is America. But India was a place where everybody wanted to go because we acquired skill sets and accumulated it through generations. We transferred it in the caste system. That a caste system was a huge experiment done in India to transfer skills. Also, there is something called as teacher-disciple relationship, Guru-Shishya Parampara. In that also it was transferred. So you can actually develop a skill and accumulate it over generations. This is how life works. Now, in that term, every society has shown extraordinary capabilities. Every society has shown extraordinary capabilities which was built through individual effort. intelligent, using your capacity of brain more and more, using your body in a very skillful way. These are the capacities that individual build by making certain effort. So let's go a little ahead. We can always break the limiting factor which is posed by genetics as well as environment. Now, how do I prove this? You know how many world records gets broken? Throughout last 100 years, how many world record has been broken in the area of sports, in other areas also? Isn't it Guinness Book of World Record? People keep breaking world records. What does that mean? We can break the limiting factor of genetics. We can break the limiting factor of genetics. So if somebody says diabetes happens because of genetics, now what should you search for? Something which can break the genetic limitation, and we are talking about that. So we keep breaking world records. Not only that, in terms of using our brain capacity, we have grown a lot. In terms of using our brain capacity, you know, individuals build businesses which are huge businesses. So it is a capacity also. It is also a capacity of this human system. Through certain effort, we have built those things. Right? So I will bring on a little new term for you. This is called as performance quotient. Performance quotient. Now, it is individual performance upon the society standard. Individual performance upon the society standard. This is performance quotient. You can always enhance the performance quotient of your system. You can always, and we have shown it with a lot of examples. As an individual, you can always enhance your performance quotient. This performance quotient enhancement, or a little elasticity in the performance quotient, is done through something called as epigenetics. Now, this is another term that I am bringing it over. Apart from genetics, this is called as something called as epigenetics, which is variable. That means your performance or your system can be changed as per you want. And what will bring that change? Something called as epigenetics. So your functioning, 99% of your functioning correlates to or is dependent on epigenetics. 1% is only dependent on genetics. So now there is a hope that you can actually change your system. So let's understand it in let's go a little further and understand the functioning of this body. So you have two functionings. There are functions which are in your voluntary control, like the movement of your limbs, and there are functioning which is not in your control. So those are involuntary functions, like your heartbeat, liver function, kidney function, neuro function. These are all involuntary functions. You don't control them, but you control a little functioning of your limbs, where you want to see, what you want to smell, these kind of things. These come under your voluntary control. Now, here is something very important and interesting. These two functions in your body are in mode lock. They are mode locked. Your voluntary functions and your involuntary functions. Like your legs, movement of your legs is voluntary function, but if you start jogging, your heart rate will increase, which is involuntary function. So your voluntary function and involuntary function are in mode lock. They are in mode lock. So what is that factor which locks them together? We are talking about that. We want to actually look at the factor which actually mode locks your voluntary function and involuntary function, which mode locks your effort making ability and your pancreas. Something which can mode lock these two. By using that, we can actually will be able to enhance the pancreatic function or the function of your pancreas. So, how these two things get mode locked? So we'll do a little experiment. Do it with me. If you do it with me, you'll be able to see how these two things are correlated, right? So keep your left palm like this. Keep your left palm like this, and make a fist from your right hand. Make a fist from your right hand. Yeah, now you need to do two things. You need to control the effort that you are making, and we will see how we control it. So press it hard. Just press it hard. Press your left palm hard. Press it hard. See how you are creating this, how you are controlling this effort. Now, second time, press it mildly. Press it mildly. In pressing hard, what are you doing? And what are you doing to create a mild pressure? To create a high pressure or to create a mild pressure? How you are regulating this effort? How are you regulating this effort? So you might be in your mind, there would be things like muscles, bones, nervous system, and so on and so forth. No. You are not looking in the right direction. So we'll do it again. We'll do it again. And I'll point out a place where you need to look at, right? So we will do it again. Just see, as you press hard, you hold your breath in a different way to create this hard, intense pressure. And when you press mild, you again hold your breath in a different way. So you regulate your effort making by holding your breath in different proportions. Your effort making gets regulated by breath hold. You regulate your voluntary control through breath hold. Your involuntary functions automatically gets what you call as reflected or impacted. Your involuntary functions gets automatically impacted. So you regulate voluntary function through breath control, and your involuntary function automatically gets regulated through breath control or breath hold. So these two functions, voluntary function and involuntary function, is mode locked through your breath hold. Through your breath hold. One more thing. You cannot make any effort without holding your breath. For example, whatever you do throughout the day, you walk, jog, do aerobics, yoga, or household work, or even if you climb staircases, whatever effort you make, you do it through breath hold. Have you pushed anything heavy? How do you make the effort of push? By holding your breath. How do you pull something? By holding your breath. How do you jump? How do you take a jump? By holding your breath. When you climb staircases, there is a variable amount of breath hold which goes behind. If you are making effort through this body, the effort gets regulated through variable proportion of breath hold. Without holding your breath, you cannot make any voluntary effort or voluntary action. Without holding your breath, you cannot take any voluntary action. And your involuntary functions gets controlled through that breath hold only. Now, here is an important thing. How many people have your right hand more strong than your left hand? There might be people who have their right hand more strong than their left hand, and there must be many other people who have their left hand more strong than their right hand, isn't it? So how did you make one hand more strong than another hand? You worked with that hand more. You made more effort through that hand, isn't it? That's what you did. But in making that function or making that effort behind, what did you do? You held your breath in variable proportion to make that effort. So what did you do? Lift your strong hand up. Just lift your strong hand up. Can you lift your strong hand up like this? And tense it tight. Just tense it tight. So you hold your breath and you give a direction towards your right hand or left hand, whichever hand is strong. So you can hold your breath, this breath hold, which mode locks voluntary and involuntary function, also can be directed towards an external point or an internal point. You know, people go to gym and build muscles. You know this? People go to gym and build muscles. How do they build muscles? They lift weight. How do they lift weight? They hold their breath and they use their muscles. So the hold of their breath gets directed towards the muscles, and their muscle bloat up or becomes strong. So anything in your body which has become strong has happened because of the breath hold. You have unconsciously given a direction of the breath hold towards that limb, organ or part. So now I have proved you two things. One, that you can impact your involuntary function through voluntary control using your breath hold as a medium. So breath hold is something which is a strength creating aspect of human being also. Effort is also proportional to strength. So breath hold is the strength creating mechanism of this human system, and that's how you made one limb strong than the other. You did it. So how did you do it? By using breath hold and directing it towards one part of your body. So if you can use breath hold and direct it towards an external part of the body, can't you use this breath hold to create a direction towards the internal organ like pancreas? Because it is in mode lock with voluntary, and it is in the middle of voluntary and involuntary functions. You can use the direction outside or you can use the direction inside. If you just use the direction inside, you can direct it towards one of the organs. You can direct it towards your pancreas and make it strong, towards your liver, towards your heart, towards your nervous system. So the way through which it can be directed inwards is known as Kumbhak therapy. This is Kumbhak therapy. So what I am saying is, we can use a process from this life only. Breath hold is a process of strength creating mechanism of this body. What is breath hold? Breath hold is effort making or strength creating mechanism of the human body, and it also mode locks the involuntary function. So you can use this breath hold to impact an internal organ functioning. The way it is done is called as Kumbhak therapy. We call it Kumbhak therapy. Now I'll go a little more. I'll explore a few things more, and then we'll do a method, right? First of all, get it very clear. What has gone wrong in you? The energy production ecosystem or the factory within your body has become weak. So your sugar level, why your sugar level or your glucose level is on rise? The real reason is your energy production ecosystem has become weak. That is why you feel weak, you feel fatigued. What are the symptoms of diabetes? Can you correlate with what I am saying with your symptoms? Your energy production ecosystem has become weak. Now there is fatigue. Now your organs cannot function properly. Why? Because they need energy to function. And then you get into organ damage. You can't sleep better. Why you can't sleep better? Because your blood has more glucose and the body thinks that you want to do work. Whenever body has to do more work, it infuses glucose in the blood. It is an automated mechanism. So if your blood has more glucose, this body will not let you sleep, because this body thinks that you are about to do some work. Neuropathy, what does your nervous system need to function properly? Energy. Kidney, heart disease, people with diabetes get into blood pressure situation. When your organ doesn't get nutrition, energy properly, your heart rate increases, or your heart tries to create a pressure in the body so that transportation happens properly, and your blood pressure rises up. Your kidney, if it doesn't get proper energy, it will get damaged. So your energy production ecosystem has become weak. Right? So what does your body do to survive, use to survive? What does your body use to survive? Because you are not making any function happen inside. So what are how this internal functioning is happening? If you just take yourself and put yourself on Moon or Mars, some other planet, you will not be able to survive. What does that mean? It means there is a life-sustaining ecosystem on Earth. Using that ecosystem, your body is surviving. So there is a life-sustaining ecosystem of this on the planet Earth. It has two aspects, a physical aspect and an aspect of force, lot of forces. So like gravitational force, gravity pulls you down, but you grow tall. Bird flies up, trees and plants grow up. Gravity pulls you down, but there is some other factor which is available. Through using that, you can grow tall. In Kumbhak sciences, we call this factor as Udana, which takes you up. Now, if you can't use this Udana factor properly, you will feel heavy in your body and mind. This is called as stress, and there is a chance of going into depression. So I'm just correlating the forces which are available, the life-creating forces which are available, and your capacity to use those forces. If you get incapacitated to use the upward anti-gravity factor, there is high probability that you will get in depression, and your functional will not be easy inside. The involuntary function will not be easy. So I'm just correlating with a little example. It's a vast science. Looking at the time, I'm just taking one example. So these are non-physical factors which basically rely on different forces which gets created. There are 84 factors like this which our body utilizes to do functioning, involuntary functioning. And there is physical aspect of this life creating ecosystem which we have anyway destroyed in the last 50 years. So this body was designed by whom? An African body is designed by Africa. A person living in America, if a person is born in America, the body gets designed by the nearby ecosystem or environment. That's why they look different. So your body was designed by nature or an environment. It is designed for natural food and natural surrounding. So just look at how much natural stuff which grows in nature, the way it grows in nature, you consume throughout the day. We have altered our food not only in terms of processing, but also genetically modified them. So we have altered the food, we have altered the environment. 80%, more than 80% of plants and animal species have gone extinct from the very face of Earth. We have polluted the air, as well as we have made the fresh water scarce for us. we don't have the proximity, this body doesn't have the proximity of fresh water. So in that, of course, in this altered environment and food, this body gets impacted. Apart from this, tell me, is your body designed for medicine, for reductionist chemical medicine? Was your body designed for medicine? No, your body was not designed for reductionist chemical medicine. So how, isn't it a common sense that you can't use medicine to create health? And that is what is happening. More medicine, more disease. Just observe all the statistics. More medicine have come up, and there are every kind of chronic ailment is on rise. Is diabetes increasing in the world? Yes. Is heart disease increasing? Yes. Cancer increasing? Mental issues increasing? So because your body is not designed for medicine, if you want to correct this body through medicine, it will get worsened. Maybe immediately you might feel a little relief, but in a longer run, the whole human genome will get destabilized. This is what has happened. So infertility is increasing, and kids are getting into chronic disease in the early stages of their life. So whole human genome has become destabilized because of rampant use of medicine to create an impact on this body. You can't run a patrol vehicle using diesel. Do you put, instead of gasoline, can you put diesel? No, it's a common sense. So if you are putting medicine in this body which is not designed for medicine, think again, what are you doing? So you are not disturbing yourself only, but you are disturbing the whole human genome. You are a part in disturbing the whole human genome. So what do we do? So which factor, life creating factor or forces your body is not able to utilize? We do an analysis of your body to find out that. We do a diagnosis. This is one of its kind of a diagnosis in the whole world. We call this Prana Shakti diagnosis. How do we do it? We observe the pattern of your breath. There is a form that you will get. You will observe the pattern of your breath and write down. You will observe your likes and dislikes and write down in the form. We will also ask you certain questions which pertains to your emotional quotient, or how your emotions play in your body. And we also look for certain body alignment things. So we ask some questions where you give these answers, and then we can actually analyze or diagnose which factor from this life creating ecosystem your bodies are not able to utilize, and because of that you have got into diabetes, or your pancreas has become weak, or your liver has become weak. What factor your liver system ecosystem or pancreatic ecosystem or your energy production ecosystem is not able to utilize? And then we design a Kumbhak method to strengthen those factors within you. The utilizing capacity, to build the utilizing capacity of your body. Once you build once your utilizing capacity is built, you will see the energy production ecosystem will correct itself. Even the organ will rejuvenate or correct itself. Why? Modern science says every organ has stem cells. They are waiting for the right kind of trigger. But you can't give trigger to the stem cells by an external substance. You will have to use a force within your body to give an internal trigger. Kumbhak is the only thing which mode locks your voluntary and involuntary function. You can use Kumbhak to create an internal trigger to the organ, and because there are stem cells in the organ, if they get the right kind of trigger, they will start rejuvenating. You can come out of medicine, you can come out of dependency of any kind of external substance, including medicine, after you build the right kind of strength in your system. So it takes different amount of time for different people. But if you are working upon your system, there is 100% guarantee that you will build your capacity and capability. It may take different time for different people, because every person has different capacity and different capability. So some people might, if you would have seen the testimonials, some people get impacted in the first week of practice, but there are people who will get result after 3 months of practice, or even after a year of practice. If you can come out of all your chronic ailments, also you can ensure that you don't get into complication further in your life. Isn't it very beautiful? Even if you get out of your problem in 1 year, isn't it good enough? And you can always ensure the rest of your life is disease free. So Kumbhak therapy is something which builds the involuntary capacity of your body. We'll do one method. Can we do one method? Should we do one method? I'll just teach you. I'll give you a little taste of Kumbhak. Okay, so I'll make you do one method, just one method. So it is called as Rudra Vyana Kumbhak. There is an ecosystem of Rudra Vyana. There are a lot of methods. There are lots of Kumbhaks which can be done, and it can be customized for each individual. Now this is something which was lost from the Indian traditions. It is not yoga. Yoga has a different purpose. This is not yoga. This is not pranayama. Don't correlate with anything. This is therapy, pure therapy. We diagnose you and build your involuntary capacity. It is pure therapy. So Rudra Vyana Kumbhak, how to do this Kumbhak? First I'll tell you the method. Don't do it at that point. Second time, you do this method with my instruction. Third time, just do it on your own and see that you are able to do. So people who are facing certain lethargy, lack of energy in their system, in their body, they will get hugely impacted by this method. You can suddenly feel a rise of energy in your body. Right? People who have some kind of a joint issues like lower back pain, cervical pain, stiff shoulders, arthritis, they will get lot of support through this. This is not a therapy. Let me tell you this clearly, because we are not diagnosing you. So this is a generic method. It can be done by everyone, but this is not therapy as such. This is a generic method. You can benefit from this method. But for any problem, we need to find out the weak factors in your system. Only then it can become a therapy and you can completely come out of that problem. So you can do it sitting on a chair, you can do it sitting on a floor or bed or sofa. Wherever you want to sit, you can sit. The only thing is, while doing this method, while doing this Kumbhak, you don't take the back rest. You don't take back rest while doing it. In between 2 rounds, you can take back rest. While doing this method, you need to keep your spine comfortably vertical without any support. Why? Because we are trying to create an internal trigger through building a little pressure inside. We want it to reach to the right place. So if you take back support, the trigger will get accumulated at the support point. We don't want that. So keep your spine comfortably vertical without any support while doing it. When you are in a little light stomach condition, that means after a meal, at least wait for 2 to 3 hours, at least 2 hours. When you are in a little light stomach condition, only then you do this practice. Right? So I'll tell you the method of this practice, how to do this practice. So we will create 3 trigger points in your body. 3 trigger points in your body. So you need to press your teeth together and tense your jaws a little. Just create a tension in the jaws a little by pressing the teeth together mildly. Make fist and keep it on your legs. Make fist and keep it on your legs, on your knees. And the third trigger point is press the toes of your feet together and create a little tension in your toes. Press the fingers or the toes together and create a little tension there. So there are three trigger points. One, jaws, fist on your knees and toes. Three trigger points. Then you need to inhale. Inhale full. First time you inhale full. Now, once again you inhale without exhalation, but this time because you would have inhaled all the air, you will not be able to pull air, but keep pulling. Whatever you pull is fine. Just create that effect of pulling second time, and the third time also. Pull even more. So first inhalation, now pull even more second time, and pull even more third time, and hold your breath. Now create a mild tension using these three trigger points across the body. A mild tension, not huge tension, but mild tension across the body, and count. We will keep this tension for count of 8. We will become statue for a count of 8, and then you can exhale slowly and relax. So let's do it with me, you will get it more clear. So let's create three trigger points. Press your teeth mildly together, make fist, keep it on your knees, and press your toes together and create a little tension in your toes. Now inhale full as much as you can inhale. Now pull even more second time, and third time pull even further, and hold, create a tension across your body, become statue, hold your breath. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale from the nostrils slowly. Relax. Relax your body, relax your breath. Whenever you do this practice, this is called as Rudra Vyana Kumbhak, or whatever you can call, you can name it in your own way. So whenever you do this practice, you should be in a little light stomach condition, but you must do at least 12 rounds of this. To get a proper impact in your whole system, you must do 12 rounds of this. Always give a little gap between 2 rounds. So you did 1 round of Kumbhak, now catch your breath, get your breath to normal. Let it relax, only then you attempt the next round. Always give gap between 2 rounds. If you do 12 rounds of this, you will see everything changed in that day. In morning, do this practice 12 rounds, and throughout the day, everything will be changed for you. Your energy levels, the way you walk, whatever you do, in whichever way you do, it will completely change, because suddenly you will be creating an involuntary impact on your body, and you will see rising energy levels in your body. People who have joint pain, initially the joint pain may increase a little and it will come down then, because suddenly your joint will get impacted. So there can be a little pain initially, but as the strength builds up, your joint pain will completely vanish. If you are suffering from blood pressure issues, you will get support in your blood pressure. It will become your symptoms will get relieved. It will create a lot of energy in your system also. So can you do 1 round on your own? Can you just do 1 round on your own? I'll just quickly go through the instructions. Just do 1 round on your own. See that you are able to do this. So creating 3 trigger points. You tense your jaws, make face, keep it on your knees, tense your toes. Inhale, full, and then pull second time more, and the third time pull even more. Then hold your breath, tense your entire body, become statue, count 8 in your mind. And when 8 is finished, you can exhale slowly and relax. So this is one Kumbhak method that I've taught you. I've given you a little taste of a Kumbhak method. Right? You can get a lot of help through this. But if you want to come out of diabetes, or for that matter, any other problem which is related to diabetes, like blood pressure issues, liver, kidney, and neuro issues, neuropathy, you will have to get diagnosed, and we'll teach you a customized Kumbhak method. Every class will teach customized Kumbhak method to you to come out of that problem. You can actually come out of any chronic ailments, and let me tell you this, there is no other way. So it's completely up to you. I try to make you understand the whole concept, and I'll stop here. The team will take it forward.
Thank you, Rajiv, for sharing about Kumbhak and the practice. Once again, many cameras are off, so we do not know how participative are you on that black screen. There's no point in being an observer, because with the observation you'll only get opinions, nothing else. Okay. So how many of you are interested in knowing about this online course? I'll share the details with you. Okay. Yeah, Maureen. Yeah, great. So Maureen has been patiently listening to us with her camera on, and so has been Paul, and in between Owen and Sri Matu has also been there. It's hard to hold the breath by 8 count. It's fine. It's fine. So that is the target. So slowly you work towards 8. If you are able to hold it for, let's say, 4 counts right now, or whatever number of counts is fine, because that's the current capacity. As you do it, it'll slowly, you will be able to reach 8, and you'll be doing it comfortably. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, yeah, great. I've seen 2 interested. So, but however, people are here, so I'm assuming the rest are also interested. They're just choosing not to make a noise about it. So I'll go about sharing the course details. Okay, so the classes are, it's a 3-month course. Okay, it's a 3-month course. It's an online course, just like you've attended today, this webinar. So these classes will be live. What is the course? Customized reversing diabetes with Kumbhak therapy. Okay, the goal is to reverse your conditions. I'm not saying conditions completely, and get you out of medicine, because many people along with diabetes also have other issues which they kind of tend to suffer. So what will be the course about? There'll be no extra exercise. For people worried about diet plans, there is no diet plan in this course. Okay, there is no extra medicine, even if it's Ayurveda or whatever. Only breath hold methods, and of course suggestions for your lifestyle guidance. I mean, it's also called a lifestyle disease, so we'll give you perspectives that will help you in your condition much better. We don't have diet plans. You will get to decide what you will eat, because you can only eat whatever is available to you, near you, in the season and as well as the region wherever you stay. Okay, so how does this go? So there'll be when we start, okay, there are weekly classes. So when we start on week 1, when you join the course, you will be added to a separate group in which all instructions and information is shared. So week 1, on day 1, you will learn basic Kumbhak methods. Okay, all participants will learn basic Kumbhak methods. Each session is 90 minutes plus question and answers, if there are any, after the session. Within the week, after 3 days, you will have a practice session. Okay, so this will again be a live session in which we'll see whether people are able to do the practices, if there are any struggles, if there are any challenges, if there are any questions, etc. Week 2, everyone will be, you will learn advanced Kumbhak method. So the practices that you are learning in week 1 will be taken to an advanced level. And in the process, what is happening, you are also getting, ready for what is called customization. Okay. In week 1 also, when you enroll for the course, we will ask you to fill up a form. It's a simple form that has 7 questions about you, and we'll ask you for a recent photograph, and those questions will guide you how to attempt those questions. They're not very complicated questions. They're about you, what you like, what you don't like, the kind of food you prefer, so on and so forth. Okay. Now, in week 3, okay, because in the first session, you would have filled up the diagnosis form, your customization would be ready. So each participant will get a one-on-one customized session with Rajiv. And this will be about 15 to 20-minute session in which you can book your slots, okay, and it will be held as per your convenience. You will be explained your diagnosis, you will be explained your customized practices, okay, and it won't be very tricky because you would have been familiar with, I would say, 95% of the practices. So it won't be a big challenge when you start doing your customized module. After this, everyone has got customized modules. It'll again be followed by a follow-up session of practices. This would mean practice corrections, fine tuning, and of course, more information as and when required. After this, every week, not every week, after every fortnight, we will hold a follow-up session in which practices can be upgraded, in which the practices will be checked. And in these sessions also, so I'm saying first week you will have about 6 sessions. First month you will have 6 sessions. Month 2 you will have 2 sessions, and again in month 3 you will have 2 sessions. In the month 2 and 3, we will also be guiding you as to how to really track your sugar levels and slowly how to come out of medicine. This is what will happen during the course. And yes, throughout you will have a support. What we do over here is on the platform or WhatsApp group, you can post your questions, you can give us a call, you can have video sessions if the need be, you can fix those sessions. Now, this support is not till for 3 months. This support is till you come out of this condition completely, okay? So we are one of the rare programs in the world which does not drop its participants after the sessions are over or the program is over. We stay in touch with them. And there are, after thousands of people, we don't get rid of them. Some people leave, but that's their choice. And out of these thousands, how many have left? I would say these fingers are too many to count them, okay? They are less than that. People stay in touch. And many are able to come out of their insulin dependence, sometimes within 10 days and sometimes a little longer. Medicines are approved. Symptomatically, many people feel much better once they start doing Kumbhak. Now, what does reversal mean? Okay, what does reversal mean? Reversal means that you will not be needing medicine in future, okay? You will not be spending a lot of money on tests, etc. And many people will ask, do I have to do Kumbhak throughout my life? No, you don't have to. Once you are out of this condition, technically you don't have to, but chances are you will want to. For example, if you have a 800cc engine today and you make it into a 1500cc or a 2000cc engine, I don't think anyone would want to go back. They would want to enjoy their journey because the journey of life will become smoother. And many people report the way they work, that changes. They are able to do more. The way they handle social situations in family or otherwise, that improves. I think while we are talking about diabetes, I'm saying the quality of life improves and changes in more ways than you can imagine. Okay, or imagine, I would say. Throughout the program, there is a 4-tier mentor support. Okay, so when you are in the session, like we've been asking you to put on your cameras. If you come to the class, we'll ask you to put on your cameras. People trained to conduct these classes, they will be part of Rajiv's support group. They watch people as to if somebody is making a mistake or not doing it correctly. And of course, later on, you can get in touch with us through the WhatsApp messages, WhatsApp calls, or video discussions, video things. So this 4-tier support mechanism continues till you're out of your condition. Okay. Yes, what is the class experience? All sessions are recorded. All sessions, I mean, the main sessions are recorded. Practice sessions are not recorded. And all these sessions are shared with all participants, and you have access to them as long as you want them to have. Okay. The instructions are also shared in the form of PDFs. So you have written instructions. And the beauty of Kumbhak is that it can be done sitting on a chair, sitting on a bed, sitting on the floor. We will just guide you as to how you must sit and how you do it. Okay. Yes, I mentioned this, that you will have a session recording in case you miss a session, you will still have access to it. But of course, I tell people, please do not miss a live session, because it gives you the opportunity to ask questions and answers, and there is an on-the-spot correction that happens. Okay. And others, very, very busy people. So you will ask me, once I learn Kumbhak, how much time do I have to spend, on correcting my condition? It takes about 20 minutes in the morning and about 10 minutes in the evening. Initially, it will take you a little longer, but slowly you will come to this as you internalize the practice. I'm sure each one of us can find 30 to 40 minutes for ourselves. Well, if we can't do that, then I think life is a little tragedy, because your life begins with you, ends with you, and you are the most important person in life. Even those of you who have traveled in airplanes, you must have heard this instruction that first put the oxygen mask on yourself, then worry about the neighbor. So you need a little commitment in terms of time. This is the program efficacy that we have been conducting, that 25% of people, their medicine, and this is a 3-month data that we are talking about, 25% of people, their medicine dependence is gone. 29% people are able to reduce their medicine more than by half in 3 months. And of course, there are about 24% people whose symptoms reduce, okay, but their doctors control the medicine, okay, because we leave it to people that in case you wish to consult your doctor, show them the levels, show them your symptoms, and some people would like to do that, so we are okay with that. Now, here are a few examples. We've shown you videos earlier also. All these people are out of medicine for, some of them have been out of medicine for over a year, months, okay? And there are also people who have diabetes plus BP and other condition, heart conditions. So many of them are not immediately, very quickly able to drop their BP medicines, okay? Some people have discovered that their HbA1c has come down to normal within 2 to 3 weeks of doing Kumbhak practices. Similarly, there are people now. These are examples. For example, there is this gentleman called Pravesh Ghai. He's 60 years plus. His right side had no sensation when he came to the program in April 2020. And he had lost his toes also because of diabetic condition and neuropathy. And when he came to the program, his words were, actually, I want to die. And within a month and a half to 2 months, he has regained the sensation on his right side. And now Pravesh says that I wish to live, and he's having a nice life. Similarly, there are examples of people who have reduced or got rid of their insulin. And these are people who got quick results in a short span of time. So these are few examples, and there are many, many. And recently, we've also have people in programs who were dependent on, alcohol through the day just to wake up and after about 5 days of Kumbhak, people report that they did not feel the need to be dependent on substance, so on and so forth. So these are few examples. Now, to tell you about the program and how to enroll for it, I would like to invite Ayush, who started this, our host, the webinar, and he can take over from. Yes, we'll take questions. Frizzle's Galaxy will answer your question about type 1 diabetes. Yeah. Yeah.
So my job is very small and unfortunately dirty but important. So I have to tell you what the cost is. So the cost of the program is $299, which is 300 prox. So $299, but we are giving you a discount, which is there. I mean, what I would urge you to, if there are questions pending after this discussion, then you can probably ping in the WhatsApp group or individually to the admins of the group that you are a part of, and we can fix up a slot over the weekend and we can try and address your queries. So the cost would remain at $249, and the program timings and how you make the payments and all kinds of banking methodologies are there, of course. So there is a credit card, debit card link, as well as PayPal link in case you want, or a direct bank transfer as well. The program would be beginning on 27th of March, which is a Saturday. It would be 11 a.m. EDT. So those were the time. Those would remain the timings, fixed slots on Saturdays, 11 a.m. EDT for the 3 learning classes. Now the rest of the classes would be as per the convenience of the group, as well as availability of the therapists who conduct them. So you would be notified about a couple of options and so on. And according to convenience, we'll pick up a mutually convenient slot. So that's how it is. So I'll just stop here, and I would allow you guys to unmute yourself and ask your questions, please. Meanwhile, I think there are 1 or 2 questions. Yes, Shafiq, we'll definitely get in touch with you after the session. So we have been in touch anyways. Raji sir, a person has been asking about type 1 diabetes.
We have many examples. It is basically insulin dependent. So for type 1, I have already stated that your pancreas, if there is a weakness in pancreas, so there are stem cells in pancreas to rejuvenate your pancreas. Kumbhak methods can be used to rejuvenate your pancreas. And that's what we have been doing. A lot of insulin dependent people get results faster than the type 2 one. The type 1 people are able to drop their insulin faster than type 2 people are able to drop their medicine. So it impacts wonderfully for insulin dependent people. In fact, they get result much earlier than non-insulin dependent people.
So many of you have not responded to the polls. I mean, it would be great if you can take time out and just type in a few keys, or tap in a few keys rather. So that would be great. We would be a little more aware. So please unmute yourself and ask your questions directly. There are 4 or 5 people who have mentioned. So
I'd encourage you to ask a question that we can't answer.
Yeah, I was wondering, how do you charge for Canadians? Are you charging in US dollars or INR or Canadian? Can you give us, because it's 30% more for Canadian conversion rate?
Shafiq sir, I'll come back to you on this separately and personally. So we'll do a conversion on $499. So whatever it sets out to. So that's how it would be.
You said $299, right? On the
$299. Yes, it is $299 for a group program, but after the discount, it is $249.
So is group program is different from individual? Is that what it is?
Yes. So Rajesh sir, would you want to explain on that?
See, it is basically 2 programs. This webinar is for group program, but people can also do one-to-one session with me. So they want the whole program in with me. So people who want the whole program with me, it is just one shot program. You'll have to find out 2 to 3 hours approximately, and it's a one shot program. I do it on spot, the diagnosis and the customization, and for that it's a different different price point. This webinar is for the group program only.
I have a question. My question is, so how do you do a diagnosis within a group? Then everybody in the group is aware of your situation, right? That doesn't seem comfortable to me.
No. In a group, it is not diagnosis. Again, there is a small slots which you will have to book approximately of 15 minutes. You fill up the form. That is not open to everyone. Nobody can see it. It is with us only, and we do the diagnosis on that form. Right? You state your condition, and whatever question we ask, if you answer those, I'll sit with that form. Only myself, I sit with that form, and I spare some time to diagnose that, and then I deliver it in the one-to-one session that you get. In the group program also, you get to book a little slot of 15 minutes approximately with me. That is one-to-one with me.
Thank you for explaining.
But the second part, what I am saying is, if you want to do the whole program with me, then it is approximately 2 to 3 hours, and that is a different kind of, that is a personalized program, not a group program.
I understand. Thank you. Got it.
We'll encourage you to ask questions. There are about 7 people who had some queries as per the polls. So we'll request people to unmute themselves and ask questions, whatever comes to their mind. As controversial as it is, don't worry about it. Nobody is getting offended here. So we want to answer any of the questions that you may have.
वो औरत कौन थी? बोलो तो सही कुछ सब चुप बैठे। वो औरत कौन थी जो बोली? पता नहीं, अकल ही नहीं।
Right. So I was hoping to have a few questions, but nonetheless, I mean, just to give you a little bit of a background on the kind of experiences people have had under different kind of conditions. When the first poll, what we understood was there are a lot of people who are insulin dependent. So we have had a lot of experiences with people who have been suffering from different kinds of heart conditions, cardiovascular conditions, and they have gained a lot. In fact, people who are suffering from BP situation, for example, the recovery from BP is much faster than how it would be for diabetes. So, I mean, they have gains in all kind of allied conditions. So one is related to other. And same is the case with insulin. Dropping insulin levels or number of units that you take, etc., happens very fast. We have seen people taking as many as 80 units of insulin, and that got dropped to around 15, 20 within a 3-month span, which is remarkable if you would ask me. But then that is something which is sustained. So one big question which people haven't asked but should be there is that, how sustainable is the effect? So maybe Raji sir can elaborate on this, but from my experience, what we have seen is that as many as participants who have undergone this particular treatment, if they have recovered, let's say, in around 4 months or 5 months, we have observed as many as 10 to 12 months, etc., that kind of a period, wherein people have not gone back to their previous conditions. So once out, they are out. And they may or may not be doing Kumbhak therapy kriyas. So yes, it is effective and sustainable. There is a question on showing the technique again.
I have a question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
I have a question. What if you are not on insulin? What if you are just on something like metformin?
I've already stated this body is not designed for any kind of medicine. Insulin again is any kind of medicine is synthetically made. It doesn't suit the human system. So metformin, for example, if I go on the internet and you can search for certain things like ADR, adverse drug reaction, and there is another word called number needed for treatment, NNT, as you can see on the screen. Now, if you do a little research or little study on these two things, you'll see every allopathic medicine or synthetically made stuff or support that we give to the body actually harms the body more than benefiting the human system. For example, metformin, if given to 200 people, actually benefits only 1 and harms 7 people. So it's a gamble that we are taking. And it is available on the internet nowadays. It's an information age, and nobody can keep those things as secret. And the thing is, if you want to support this body through an external impetus, without knowing how this whole system works, and we go about destroying the whole human system. That's what. So if all the crashes which happens later on in your life can be attributed to your constant medicine use than other things. If you don't use your medicine, there is less chance of further organ damage. If you use medicine to control it, there is more chance of further organ damage. So it is available now. These kind of information is available on the internet now. You can do a little more search. Now I can tell you 100 ways of reducing your blood sugar level. Why should you take metformin to reduce your blood sugar level if there are many other methods? If you just want, see, metformin is not curing you. The other supportive methods will not also cure you. For example, if you just take something called bitter gourd juice, bitter gourd, or in India we call it Karela, bitter gourd juice, your blood sugar level will come down. Or neem juice, for example, your blood sugar will come down. Just dance a little and your blood sugar will come down. Why do you have to take a metformin or some glibenclamide or gliclazide or some kind of medication to reduce your blood sugar level when there are hundreds of other methods which are available, and those go with the very process of life?
I completely agree with you, and I don't actually take the metformin that the doctors asked me to take. However, my blood sugars are not improving, so I'm considering doing a fasting. You know, the fasting method. So yes, how would that tie in with this method?
Just keep your minds open. You don't supply your body something and you test the blood sugar level. It will not be there. If you don't supply something to your body and your blood sugar level or blood glucose reduces, you are restricting your body of intake. Does it mean that your energy production ecosystem will get strengthened? Does it mean that your pancreas, or if there is a weakness in any other organ, for example, liver, pituitary gland, adrenal gland, these are all part of energy creating ecosystem. So will that get strengthened by fasting? No, it will not get strengthened by fasting. You just want to achieve a particular glucose level, and that is your idea, or that is the idea of the medical fraternity. That is not nature's idea, that everybody's blood sugar should be under a particular within a particular parallel limits. No, this is not nature's idea. Everybody's resilience of the body is different, so it should be a variable blood sugar level for every system. But now that is medical fraternity's idea. Now you want to achieve the medical aspiration. You want to achieve the medical aspiration in your body by fasting. You can do that, but will it strengthen your energy creating ecosystem? Will it strengthen your organs? No, it will not. You will get the target of achieving a particular blood sugar level. How does it matter what award you get? You will further reduce the quality of your life.
Thank you.
Just keep your minds open.
Okay, one last question. Sorry, I have so many questions, but
Ma'am, we come from a culture of questions only.
Okay, that's true. So my
Right.
one
So whoever comes is question. So please, there cannot be a last question. Ask all questions, whatever you wish.
appreciate that, Namneet sir. My last question is: if you do, have you treated people who have fatty liver disease? So non-alcoholic. What is it called? What's the
Yeah, I got you. It's fatty liver, non-alcoholic liver cirrhosis, if you're saying.
That's it. But non-alcoholic liver cirrhosis.
Non-alcoholic liver cirrhosis. First of all, let me tell you, there is no cure for liver cirrhosis in modern medical science. Let's make it very clear. There is no cure for liver cirrhosis in modern medical science.
Yes.
Now we have cure for liver cirrhosis. First of all, whatever cure or whatever module we implement upon you, the first thing that we implement is customized Kumbhak method. Now, customize why? Let me also tell you a little bit about why fatty liver, because you said it initially, fatty liver. For people who are listening, why would your liver accumulate more fat, or why would you accumulate more fat? Because you are getting into some kind of a threat. If the body gets into some kind of threat, it wants to ensure its survival by accumulating as much of food as possible. That is what we also do. In corona pandemic time, many people started accumulating grains and the food in their home. So this is the nature of, this is how life works. So your body also starts accumulating fat because it is getting into some kind of risk. There is a risk. So your liver is also accumulating fat because it is getting into some kind of risk. And what is that risk? If your liver is hit by something which it doesn't want to accept, but it gets overloaded. For example, you need to take 1000 milligram of metformin or 500 to 1000 milligram of metformin for diabetic people. Now, out of those 500 milligrams, only 10 milligrams is needed for your body. But since metformin is not our food, what liver does, it tries to throw it out. But we overload the liver in such a way that some amount gets bypassed from the liver, and liver is on load. So if we create that kind of load, not only just with our medicines, but the kind of food that we are eating, if we overload the liver will feel threat, and it will start accumulating fat to increase its survival. Cirrhosis happens when the functionality gets some kind of discrepancy due to this load. So cirrhosis is complete disorganization of liver function. Now, if you come to the program and you have liver cirrhosis, we make you do Kumbhak method. Apart from that, we can also give you or suggest you some external impetus, which is like patented to us only. So these are external impetus or external support. Whatever you take from outside is always a support. Whatever you do within can completely take you out of a problem. So Kumbhak as well as a special external impetus can get you out of this liver cirrhosis, or even worse conditions like cancer, heart disease, for which only surgery or some kind of a medical support is the solution, and there is no cure. We can actually go towards the cure of those disease, all the chronic disease rather, using Kumbhak, as well as, if needed, we can also suggest some external impetus, which is completely in alignment with the process of human body.
So you are saying you have treated people with fatty liver disease before?
Yes.
They have what? Have they reversed it?
Or they have reversed it. There are many people also, not only this fatty liver, but people are also worried about cholesterol levels in their system, triglyceride levels. Many have shown normal cholesterol levels after doing Kumbhak therapy. There are liver cirrhosis cases which are completely cured.
Okay, but somehow I'm not getting the answer I'm looking for.
What
I'm
are you
asking,
looking for?
I'm going to try to be clearer.
Yeah,
Are
yeah,
you
please. Go.
that there you have treated people who have had fatty liver disease, and have you been able to reverse it, or have you just been able to halt it?
I have clearly stated not only fatty liver. Fatty liver is not a greater disease. Liver cirrhosis is a bigger disease for which there is no cure. We have treated people of liver cirrhosis. I can't be more clear than this. Fatty liver, also people with high cholesterol, high triglyceride levels. I can't be more clear than this.
Okay, so you're saying you are able to reverse those.
Of course, that is what the intention of the whole program is, ma'am.
Ma'am, I'd also like to answer to you. I'm one of the first beneficiaries of this online program, which is the reason why somebody like me has joined hands with Rajiv to take it to the world. Just like many people, I managed to create diabetes, BP, heart conditions, and arthritis, and so on and so forth for myself. And I tried everything, including exercise and yoga and meditation, but I was able to get rid of my medicines and have not touched it for the last year and a half or more. So that should also answer many other people that is it possible or not. However, because we are running this program, so if you take it with a pinch of salt, it's okay by me.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you for answering all my questions, Rajiv, sir.
If you have more, you are still welcome.
That's it. I think I've had taken up more than enough of your time now.
No, we are holding this webinar so that we can devote time and answer people their condition, their questions. It's not like
I'm letting somebody else take the chance now.
You are the most active one right now. Okay, so there was another question in from Shafiq Khanji that if conditions come back, what do we do then? Do we do Kumbhak again, or to prevent the situation, we keep practicing Kumbhak?
This Kumbhak works for prevention as well as cure. So once you are cured, if you keep doing it, it is not just prevention, but it is basically you are enhancing your capacity. Now, what capacity will you be enhancing? Capacity to work in the world, any kind of capacity. For working, you will keep increasing your intelligence quotient. You will keep increasing your emotional quotient. So, if you start Kumbhak and keep the practice on, you will not only come out of your chronic ailment, but you will go towards enhancing your capacity and capability. Prevention will anyway happen. If you enhance your capacity, you are anyway prevented. Who are prevented from this disease? Who have more resilience and more capacity. So prevention will anyway happen if you increase the capacity. You can drop the Kumbhak, and if you get back because of your lifestyle or whatever, you know how to reverse it then. You'll have Kumbhak always with you.
Just to answer one question, unfortunately, I do not know the name, but the person is logged in with Frizzle's Galaxy. The program is 3 months old. Okay, the first 3 classes will be happening in 3 weeks. If there is there a program booklet? Is that being shared? So it's a 3 months program. You will have 6 classes in the first month, and followed by 2 classes in month 2 and 2 classes in month 3.
So so we'll be sharing a program booklet in the WhatsApp groups. That is one. Second, Mr. Shafiq, in INR it would be just twice of this amount, so it is around 36,500 approximately in INR. So that's that. And
put on your cameras, please. Put on your camera.
I didn't notice.
Yeah. It's okay if participants are in the dark, but we should not be.
Yeah. I didn't notice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Shafiq sir, please ask your question. Mr. Shafiq, you want to ask something, please?
He's got it. He's saying he's got it. And he's enjoying a Hindi song right now, a Bollywood song.
So I think there was one question which I just saw. If the conditions come back, what are we supposed to do then? Do Kumbhak again or to prevent?
We just answered that. We just answered that. It is from the same gentleman. Yeah.
Can we pay by PayPal? Yes. The discount code. So I'll show that to you again. No problem. Yeah, if you're paying through the website, which is yellowscosh.in, you get it from the message. The coupon code is CUST, which is for custom CUST KMB Kumbhak. CUST KMB.
If there are other problems that I have already stated, if there are other problems which is a byproduct of your diabetes, for example, if you have got into blood pressure issues, if you have got into neuropathy, retinopathy, or ED, erectile dysfunction, or those kind of even menstrual disorder, so it will be taken care through the diagnosis. So we will customize it for the root which has caused all these. So we will customize the whole program for the root cause, which we will diagnose. And therefore, if you keep strengthening the root cause, rest of all the problems that has happened as a byproduct of diabetes will be taken care. You will come out of those problems also. That is why we are saying, if you have a primary condition of diabetes which has happened first, and then other problems have come later on, then all the problems that has come later on will get addressed and they'll get removed.
Just to clarify, the classes are not going to be held every day. Sunita Patel, the main classes are once in a week, and then they are followed up by practice sessions. Okay. And you will know the schedule of the classes after each session as to when the next class is going to be held. I hope that answers your question. Yeah. On the other hand, is it compulsory to take the medicine every day? Wouldn't you like rather attend the class every day and get rid of the damn medicine and the condition?
So just to summarize the program, so it is divided into 4 phases. Fourth of these phases may or may not be required. The phase 1 is preparatory, wherein both the weeks we have, on the first day of the week, we have a learning class, which is the program is beginning on a Saturday, 27th, I suppose. So, so on that day, 11 a.m. EDT, we'll be having a class, which would be a learning class. It would be followed up on the third day after that, or third day after that, we would be having a practice session. So just a small little correction here, that would be a 60-minute practice session. Similarly, in week 2, we'll follow the same routine, a 90-minute learning class for advanced Kumbhak. In the basic Kumbhak module, we are trying to acclimatize your body towards Kumbhak therapy. In the advanced Kumbhak module, we are trying to prepare your body for personalization. Meanwhile, after the first week, you would be given a Prana Shakti diagnosis form. You'd fill it up, and thereafter, after the second week of advanced Kumbhak module, we'll be having a Prana Shakti diagnosis session with Mr. Rajiv Ranjan. So you would book a slot and you would have a discussion with Mr. Ranjan, and wherein he would discuss all the root causes, and whereby he would describe how your situation is and how we plan to get it corrected. Then phase 3 would be the recovery phase, wherein in the second and third month, we would be having bi-weekly sessions. So basically 2 sessions in both the months. So objective is practice correction, any kind of fine tuning if required, basis your evolution of the body, and education, as Mr. Navneet explained. And then the fourth phase, if required, is the extended support till the point complete recovery happens. And recovery means freedom from medicine, symptoms, and no prolonged dependency on Kumbhak therapy to maintain that situation. So there is a 4-tier support mechanism through WhatsApp group, phone calls, even getting into a personalized video discussion if required. And there is a program mentor throughout to support you. A typical session would be a live session wherein you would be guided over a chat during the session and you would be corrected within the session and so on. And you can do it in convenience from your, just one small little thing you have to take care of. You don't have to take a backrest. Other than that, you can be sitting on a chair, sitting on a bed, doesn't really matter. You do get a session recording, PDF instructions, and the support mechanisms that we discussed. All you need to do, 20 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the evening. That's all. So that's the summary of the entire program. So
Shafiq ji is asking me personally that when can we do the session for personalized program? So if you are in the group, you will get to choose your slot.
No, sir, I'll just explain the situation. Mr. Shafiq has opted for personalized.
Individual. So please get in touch with Ayush. He'll help you organize the same. Yeah. Please get in. You are already in touch with him. So.
All right, sir.
So if there are more questions, you can still shoot. Otherwise, we would like to close the session.
Navneet sir, there's a question. Are all classes taken on the weekend?
We have answered that. That main classes will fix for the weekend. Okay, but practice sessions will happen midweek. Am I clear? Am I answering that question?
Yes, I suppose so. I think if no further questions, we'll like to wrap up the program. You would be getting the recording in your respective WhatsApp groups or group, and we'd love to have you all in the program. So Miss Yogita is asking me a question about educational part of it, how to become a Kumbhak coach.
Once if you are coming to the program, then you will learn things, and later on we can turn it into an association where you can become a Kumbhak mentor and you can help others come out of the condition. You are muted, Raju.
Whatever you want to become, you need to create a little capability for that. So familiarize yourself with Kumbhak, get benefited from Kumbhak. Obviously, we need many people like you, because at this point of time, chronic disease is creating a lot of havoc. Not only chronic disease, but the compromised immunity of humankind because of the excessive use of medicine and the environmental condition and the lifestyle is creating havoc on this planet Earth. We need many people to actually shift the direction to something which is taken up from the very process of life and increase the health quotient of the whole humanity. We need many people for that.
All right, so we will remain in touch, and we would be available. So my name is Ayush. I'm sharing my phone number with you, which is an Indian number, of course. So country code being 91. So 9717 333 655. You can WhatsApp me or you can call me directly. So we can stay in touch. Otherwise, you can drop in a note through WhatsApp, or you can ping in the group, etc. We'll get into touch very easily. So just request you to help us understand if you would be interested in the program, or if you have any questions or anything, do let us know over the weekend so that we can plan a discussion if required. Whether it is a Zoom call or whatever, we can get into a discussion and take an informative decision. All right. So with that said, good night from our end to us guys, and goodbye to you all. Have a happy weekend. Namaste.